Do you ever view something as good and therefore determine that that is the way things should be? Or that other people should agree with your idea of what is good? What about things that you think are bad? You've likely heard admonishments such as, you need to be a good girl. Good boys don't hit. Good girls don't wear makeup. Good boys don't cry. Because we are indoctrinated with the whole good-bad notion, children will think things like, if I'm good, I won't be punished. If I'm good, I'll make everybody happy. And if I'm really, really good, then fill in the blank. Santa will come, the tooth fairy will visit, my mama won't die, and my daddy will love me, etc. Then, inevitably, life happens. The child gets punished. People will be unhappy. Or something the child judges as bad will occur, such as the parents getting divorced. The child will automatically think, it's my fault. I wasn't good enough. I must be very, very bad. Then there's the bad side of the coin. You've likely heard admonishments such as, it's bad manners to fill in the blank. Only bad people use profanity. Bad boys deserve to be whipped, and bad girls get what they ask for. Children hear these things and internalize them, believing all sorts of reasons why they must be bad, such as, I'm a bad person since I blank. Fill in the blank with anything that you might have done. Because blank thinks I'm bad, it must be true. Bad people go to hell. And if I do something bad, I deserve to blank, suffer, die, rot in hell, be punished, feel guilty, etc. Beliefs that are based on good and bad are another fairly obvious type of irrationality that you may be harboring unconsciously, based on what you saw, heard, or experienced as a child. Good-bad beliefs are limiting because just like right-wrong beliefs, they fall under either or, black or white thinking, creating this dividing line of what is acceptable or unacceptable. The problem with good-bad is who gets to decide. The parent, the teacher, the society, the government, the religion. What happens when people cannot agree where that line is drawn? And what happens when somebody crosses that line from good into bad? Who gets to decide the consequences? The parent, the teacher, the society, the government, the religion? Beliefs based on good-bad create enormous suffering for all involved. People who are homosexual are afraid to live openly out of fear from going from the good side of the line to the bad side in someone else's eyes. Children who are sexually assaulted are afraid to tell someone because they are certain what happened to them was really bad. People who don't like what is happening in the world are afraid to speak up for fear that they'll somehow be punished as bad for not going along with the status quo. And billions of people suffer daily from low self-esteem because they were put on the bad side of the line by someone they loved. It's well past time that we, as a collective, get out of good-bad thinking and come into the mindset of infinite love and infinite acceptance. That we begin to live openly, authentically. That we begin to freely speak our truth. And that we begin to view ourselves and all others as acceptable. The truth from your soul's perspective is that there is no dividing line because there is no such thing as good or bad. There are no good people or bad people. There are only people. There are not certain people who deserve to be punished or certain people who deserve to be rewarded. There are only people who are learning and growing. And they all deserve love. And they all get to experience the natural outcome of their choices, whatever those choices might be. Where in your mind are you holding on to beliefs that are locked in good or bad? I encourage you to take a few moments to reflect on this. If you are normal, you may come up with a very long list. Not to worry. This is the natural result of being raised in a fear-based right-wrong reality. Be gentle with yourself as these irrational beliefs surface into your awareness. Simply note each belief that arises. Apply compassion, and then create a new, more accepting belief for yourself. Say, I let go of holding onto beliefs of good or bad, and I move into a state of infinite acceptance. Action step. Spend a few moments writing down beliefs you have held locked in good or bad, and then let these go. Apply compassion and come up with some new, more inclusive, accepting beliefs. Declaration. I now let go of holding onto beliefs based on good or bad, and I move into a state of infinite acceptance, viewing myself, all others, and all things from a perspective of loving. We are all just learning and growing. Many blessings of joy and vibrant freedom.